Brothers Market at 118 South Main Street in Sigourney, where savings are made simple. Go to www.shopbrothersmarket.com. Digital coupons, earn rewards, deal of the week, shopping deals, and more. And make sure you download the Brothers Market app. It is a smart way to shop. Get into Brothers Market at 118 South Main in Sigourney and let Rick and the staff help you out or give them a call. 641-622-2191.
Here at Helmuth Ford, we are a small town dealership with no hassle and no pressure.
Colbert Feed in Sigourney, more than just a feed mill. Colbert Feed is your horse source in Keokuk County. We provide bulk or bag feed for your livestock. We have a selection of horse feed, dog food, cat food, and bird food. Colbert Feed is open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. You can stop by and see Colbert Feed by the Expo in Sigourney or call 641-622-2828. That's Colbert Feed in Sigourney.
Attention Iowa business owners. Is your business missing sales because you're too busy to follow up? Every missed call or delayed message could be costing you money. At Easy Biz Tech, we help local businesses stay ahead by automating customer follow-up, so no lead gets left behind. Missed a call? Our system texts back instantly. Need personalized outreach? We send automated texts, emails, and even use AI-powered voice agents to connect with your customers 24/7. Stop losing money because of slow follow-up. Contact Easy Biz Tech today, where Iowa businesses win online.
The Keokuk County Veterans Affairs Office in Sigourney wishes you the very best this holiday season. And please remember those that aren't with their families this year, as they are protecting our great country. For more information on Keokuk County Veterans Affairs, contact Michelle Herman, the Veteran Affairs Administrator, at 101 South Main in Sigourney. Brushed by Jude at 116 First Avenue in Oskaloosa brings life back to your furniture. What was once viewed as dated or old-fashioned is transformed to have a whole new life ahead of it. Stop in and see Judy Gronendijk for furniture restoration. Plus, there are classes to learn how to paint furniture. Go to brushedbyjude.com for hours and more information. And stop in on the south side of the square in Oskaloosa to do some Christmas shopping at Brushed by Jude.
And here's your host, Steve Shedler.
Hey, and welcome in. It is time for the morning wake up here on Steve Shetler Media. On this Friday, December 20th, right now 23 degrees here in the big town of Sigourney, Iowa. Should mention that we are also recording this. This will be up on Spotify and other podcast outlets. So yeah, we're kind of expanding things a little bit into the podcast realm. So going to be doing a few of my programs like the Morning Wake Up, Sports Section, Iowa Music Showcase, and whatever else kind of fits the podcast mode. We'll do video. Obviously, we've been doing video here on Steve Shetler Media on Facebook and YouTube for about a year and a half now. And now kind of branching off into podcasts as well. Just kind of another extension of what we're doing here on Steve Shetler Media. So you can, if you're watching this live on Facebook and YouTube, you can listen to it later on some different podcast outlets like Spotify. So check that out. Hey, we do thank Brothers Market in Sigourney for being our headline sponsor on the Morning Wake Up. Savings are made simple at Brothers Market. You can go to shopbrothersmarket.com. Also, download the Brothers Market app. Get digital coupons, earn rewards, deal of the week, shopping deals, and more. It's a smart way to shop. A smart way to shop at Brothers Market in Sigourney. Stop by. Groceries are needed. for Christmas. What, man, Christmas is coming up on Wednesday next week. The countdown is seriously on. So get your grocery needs, get your stocking stuffers. You know, they've got the candy aisle there that you can get all the stuff you need to stuff into your stockings. I don't know why I'm talking like that today, but I am. Brothers Market, Sigourney, our headline sponsor. We also thank Oski Dental as we are broadcasting live from the Oski Dental Studios. Schedule your appointment with Dr. Dan at 641-673-4845. Let's take a look at our forecast. It's brought to us by The Garden Gate in Sigourney, proudly serving Keokuk County and the surrounding area for 27 years. You're going to start off cloudy today and blustery. I mean, windy. I took the little dogs out and they started to float away in the air. Winds are gusting up to about 35 miles per hour today, and steady temps today only in the mid-20s. Brr! Mostly cloudy for tonight, a low of 18. Thankfully, winds will be calming down tonight. From gusts up to 35 miles per hour today to north winds about 5 to 10 for tonight. Mostly sunny tomorrow, pretty calm winds, a high in the upper 20s. Partly cloudy tomorrow night, low of 20. And then sunny and 39 on Sunday. Right now, let's hit the old refresh button on the computer, get our current conditions here in southeast Iowa. Humidity at 74%, winds are northwest at about 25 miles per hour. Barometer at 30.29, dew point at 16, and we do currently, according to the National Weather Service equipment right here in the Oski Dental Studios, have 23 degrees. So a blustery, chilly start to our day here in southeast Iowa. Your weather is sponsored by The Garden Gate in Sigourney. Let's take a look at our This or That. It's sponsored by Stacy Flynn at Legacy Insurance Group and Welcome Realty in Sigourney. This gets posted each weekday at 6 a.m. on my Facebook page. And This or That. This is Secret Santa Gift Exchange. That is White Elephant Gift Exchange. Which one do you prefer? Secret Santa or White Elephant? It's up to you. Make your comment known. Let your feelings be known at the Steve Shetler Media Facebook page. That got posted at 6 a.m. Our question of the day goes up every weekday at noon on my Facebook page. It's always sponsored by Amy's Salon House and Spa at 202 North Main in Sigourney. And the question is simply, have you ever been Christmas caroling? Fa la 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 la. It's been, well, no, I think we did go last year. So yeah, went Christmas caroling last year. Have not been Christmas caroling this year. I don't think we're going to get that accomplished. Maybe next year we can do a Steve Shetler Media community Christmas caroling event. That'd be kind of fun. That just came to me. We'll see if we can make that happen. Put that on my to-do list for next year. Have you ever been Christmas caroling? And by the way, if you haven't, you're missing out on a good time. It's fun. It's fun to make other people happy by showing up at their doorsteps and singing some Christmas carols. So get out and do that if you haven't yet. Let's take a peek at our Keokuk County Hospital and Clinic's Athlete of the Week, as this was voted on by you, our engagers on Steve Shetler Media Facebook, with 200, how many votes? 279 votes. Cardinal Wrestling's Macy Grove is our Athlete of the Week. Now, it was weird because on Facebook got kind of funky. I had to take a video just to clarify what was going on, but the percentages showed somebody else winning. I can't remember who it was now off the top of my head. Percentages went in favor of somebody, but when you click on to see how many votes each athlete had, Macy had more votes. She was like a percentage point behind in the Facebook voting, at least what Facebook was showing. But she had more votes. So in that case, I always go with the vote total, because the vote totals, in theory, aren't going to lie. So when it gets really close, things get kind of, I don't know. I don't completely trust Facebook and their polls sometimes. It's a little weird, but we're going with it. Cardinal Wrestling's Macy Grove, our athlete of the week. Thanks to everyone for participating in that. Now, our team of the week, sponsored by Kelly Style at State Farm in Oskaloosa, is North Mahaska girls basketball. They had 118 votes this week. So, congratulations. They got a heck of a team. Those girls in North Mahaska, really good team. We're privileged to be following North Mahaska girls and boys basketball on several of their games this year here on Steve Shetler Media with live videos. So, congratulations to North Mahaska girls basketball. Congratulations to Cardinals Macy Grove, our athlete and our team of the week. Let's go to our tournament that's going on this month. December 4, the Fun of It tournament. The topic is Best Christmas Movie, and it's sponsored by Shetler Insurance Services on the east side of the square in Sigourney. Stop in and see Stacy for your insurance needs. Our current matchup is A Christmas Story versus Rudolph. And if I checked the voting right earlier, Rudolph has the lead. He is guiding the sleigh to the win, it looks like. Voting goes till 6 p.m. this evening. Let's take a look at the bracket if you're watching the video this morning. There you see, so far the Grinch, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, has moved into the Final Four. The winner of this matchup, A Christmas Story versus Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, goes into the Final Four. So it looks like Rudolph should move on. Coming up next week, we'll have Home Alone versus A Charlie Brown Christmas and National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation against Elf. So these are not going to be easy. If you like Christmas movies, this is not an easy tournament. This has been stacked from the get-go. So that's what we got to look for. Next week, by the end of next week, we're going to be crowning a champion for Christmas movies. So be on the lookout for all the matchups coming up again right now till 6 p.m. Get your votes in. Thumbs up for A Christmas Story or a heart reaction for Rudolph for our Christmas movie tournament sponsored by Stacy Shetler, Shetler Insurance Services, I should say. Coming up tonight here on Steve Shetler Media, we got some basketball as we'll be going to Pekin again. Pekin against Hillcrest Academy. That is your matchup for tonight. That'll be our last basketball game of the year before the Christmas break. And then, as we've mentioned before on this show, January is loaded with basketball here on Steve Shetler Media. We've got a ton of games. Josh Clubb is the play-by-play announcer. I'm just kind of hanging on and going along with the ride. So tonight, Pekin versus Hillcrest Academy should start shortly before 6 o'clock with our pregame. Tune in. Live basketball tonight on Steve Shetler Media. Today, Friday, December 20th, we've got our Iowa Music Showcase live at Barnwired in Sigourney. That's from 11:30 to noon. Luke Thomas, mate, our Australian friend Luke Thomas, going to be making his debut on the Iowa Music Showcase today from 11:30 to noon. Again, this is, as we mentioned at the beginning of the show, we're going to start doing some podcasts with some of our different segments here on Steve Shetler Media. The morning show will be one of those. The Iowa Music Showcase will be one of those. So tune in. Luke Thomas at Barnwired live today. Live interview, live original music with Luke Thomas, our Iowa Music Showcase. Be there in person. Take in some of the fun and the atmosphere, the lunch, the coffee, the drinks, the Christmas shopping at Barnwired, or watch it live on Steve Shetler Media, or listen on the podcast. Then tomorrow morning, we've got the sports section. Again, we're live right there at at Barnwired. My brain wants to say Brothers Market because that's where we used to do the show until recently. Sports section live at Barnwired in Sigourney. Again, we hang out there for the Iowa Music Showcase. We're right back there Saturday morning for the sports section. Tomorrow is loaded. It's overloaded, in fact. We're going to have 4 different segments. We've got North Mahaska Archery as one of the guests. So the coach and a few of the kids. We've got Pekin Girls Basketball, coach some of the kids. We're going to have Keota Boys Basketball. I believe we're going to have like 3 different players from Keota Basketball. And then we're going to have the North Mahaska dance team, who is going to be performing at a college football bowl game coming up here next weekend, I believe. So, yeah, 4 different segments. Sports section. Barn Wired's going to be full of athletes tomorrow morning. Again, if you want to come in and watch it live, eat some breakfast, drink some coffee, get going on a Saturday, you can do that. Or you can, sip on your coffee and watch at home on your phone, your device, your computer. Sports section live. And then, of course, these videos always stay on Facebook and YouTube forever, as far as I know. And then, we'll have the podcast available as well. Let's take a peek at our community calendar. It's sponsored by Enchanted Events, just south of Sigourney. And on the calendar, bingo! We've got bingo at the Expo. Bingo! Those are your 2025 dates. January 8th, 22nd, February 5th and 19th, March 5th and 19th. Each night is from 6 to 8:30. Progressive jackpot concessions available. Bingo at the Keokuk County Expo in Sigourney coming up. We say next year, but that's just like, a few days away, 2025. Also on the calendar, we've been pushing this New Year's Eve celebration at the Sigourney Golf and Country Club. They've got Jason Kinsel there. Iowa Country Music's Jason Kinsel will be performing that night. And if you want snacks, games, live music, free champagne at midnight, check that out at the Sigourney Golf and Country Club. Coming up tomorrow, there will be the bird food giveaway at the Environmental Learning Center in Oskaloosa. So if you like to feed the birds during the winter months, tomorrow would be a great time to load up on some food. Free bird food giveaway tomorrow from 9 to noon at the Environmental Learning Center. Also want to encourage you to take part in the Bowling for Bruins benefit for Norman Bruins silent auction, bingo, and bake sale. Some bowling going on as well at Keokuk County Bowl. So that will benefit Norman Bruins, who's had some health difficulties here in the last few months. So check that out. I think we've got most of that stuff covered. One last thing, coming up later on today on Steve Shetler Media, we'll be going live sometime after the Iowa Music Showcase. Sometime this afternoon. I believe my little elf friend, Neil Crott, will be helping me out. He's come all the way from the North Pole. My little elf buddy, Neil. We'll be drawing a winner. I have collected all of the registration boxes for Santa Steve's stocking, all those 20 locations, and we're going to be drawing one winner. One person is going to have a very Merry Christmas, courtesy of all my sponsors and Santa Steve. So $500 in cash, and they are crisp bills. I asked the bank at the North Pole yesterday, specifically for the nice, new, crisp $100 bills. So you got 5 of those waiting for you. You've got, technically it's $475 in gift cards, and then also like $125 valued electric toothbrush. So you're going to have clean teeth, you're going to have gift cards galore, and you're going to have $500 in cash. One person. One person gets all of that stuff, just because you went out and registered at one of those locations. So we're drawing that winner later today. We're in a festive mood here on Steve Shetler Media's Santa Steve's Stocking. All right, let's go ahead and do some birthdays. Happy birthday to you and 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 you. Birthdays brought to us by Hometown Real Estate. Nikki Leathers, your broker, owner, realtor. Get more info at hometown-re.com. Hometown birthdays for today and for this weekend. Bobby! Happy birthday to Bobby. Carson McDonald, one of my very top fans here on Steve Shetler Media. Got to know Bubby a little bit last year at this time during Keota basketball, and he has latched on to Steve Shetler Media and we appreciate him. I appreciate Bubby and all he does for Steve Shetler Media, and just being a good friend. So, Bubby Carson, happy birthday to you. I hope you have a great day today. He is 19 years old today. We've got Ryan Morgan from the show Morgan You Asked For, our sports podcast that we support here on Steve Shetler Media. Ryan Morgan with a birthday today. Happy birthday to you, Ryan. Got Sydney Hansen with a birthday today. Christine White with a birthday tomorrow. And my mom has a birthday tomorrow. Sharon Shetler. Happy birthday to my mom. I saw her last night. She said she's 20. I'm 52, so the math on that doesn't add up. But she claims she's 20. Sharon Shetler with a birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday in advance, Mom. We've got Jenny Buckland with a birthday. We've got Michaela James from James Family Greenhouse with a birthday tomorrow. Carla Dumont with a birthday. And my buddy Andy McGuire. Boy, this weekend is loaded with a bunch of great birthdays. Andy McGuire with a birthday on Sunday. Andy, of course, the host of the sports section on Saturday mornings. He also helps out on basketball coverage occasionally. So Andy, Andy. We got Andy, we got Ryan, we've got Bubby, we've got my mom. Lots of great birthdays this weekend. Happy birthday to everybody. You guys share your birthdays, well, at least today. Today's celebrity birthdays are Peter Criss, the drummer for Kiss, 78 years old. The magician illusionist Uri Geller is 77. I guess, I don't really know Yuri Geller. He can bend spoons and stuff with his mind. It's crazy. 77. Chris Robinson, the singer for the Black Crowes. Baby, here I am. 57 years old for Chris Robinson. And then actor Jonah Hill is 40 years old. The big 40 for Jonah Hill. 40 years old today for the actor Jonah Hill. Those are your celebrity and hometown birthdays brought to us by Hometown Real Estate here on Steve Shetler Media. We're doing the morning wake up. It's brought to us by Brothers Market. We're live from the Oski Dental Studios on this Friday, December 20th. On this date in history, some stuff that has happened on this date in 1820. Did you know Missouri, the state of Missouri, imposed a $1 bachelor tax on unmarried men between the ages of 21 and 50. So you had to pay a $1 tax if you were unmarried, if you were an unmarried guy in Missouri. I don't know if that's still in effect or not, but 1842, the very first built-in bathtub was installed in a Cincinnati home. Can you imagine the jealousy of people when their neighbors got their bathtub installed? And then on this date in 1922, the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics, the USSR, Russia, was formed. So, of course, these days, the other countries just pretend that they're not in the USSR with Russia, but we all know they are. 1922, USSR. Today is, on the National Day calendar, we were talking about caroling earlier, it's Go Caroling Day. So quit what you're doing and just go outside and start singing in front of your neighbor's house. It won't be weird at all. Go ahead. I'll wait. Go Caroling Day. It's National Sangria Day. Maybe drink some sangrias before you go out Christmas caroling. That way it calms the nerves a little bit. It's International Human Solidarity Day. So as humans unite. Stand together, humans. Earthlings. All right, let's take a break. Let's hear from some of our sponsors, and we'll be back with more right after this. Brothers Market at 118 South Main Street in Sigourney, where savings are made simple. Go to www.shopbrothersmarket.com. Digital coupons, earn rewards, deal of the week, shopping deals, and more. And make sure you download the Brothers Market app. It is a smart way to shop. Get into Brothers Market at 118 South Main in Sigourney and let Rick and the staff help you out, or give them a call, 641-622-2191.
Are you looking for the perfect holiday gift for a friend, colleague, relative, or hostess? An Iowa wine from Tassel Ridge Winery is an excellent place to start. Red, white, and blue and blackberry are very popular among sweet wine lovers, while fans of white wine love our award-winning Kennel Glow White and Brianna. For people who prefer pink semi-sweet wine, we offer Steuben and 8 other rosés. Dry wine lovers like our 2021 Iowa Petite Pearl. Tassel Ridge wines are available at the winery and at 350 retail outlets located all over Iowa.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because when you feel totally protected, your family's free to enjoy their dreams.
Try it again. You're getting the hang of this. Good job.
American Family Insurance.
Contact Christy Tarr in Oskaloosa at 641-673-8965. It's Christmas time at Mahaska Drug at 205 North E Street in Oskaloosa. They have everything Christmas that you could possibly need in the store. You've got to stop in and check it out. Plus, come see Santa at Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa every Saturday through Christmas, plus on Christmas Eve from 11 to 1. Mahaska Drug also has a wreath decorating contest going on. The annual Christmas giving tree is in store, and so much more. There's always something happening at Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa. They're open 7 days a week. Stop by for whatever your Christmas needs are.
When shopping here at Helmuth Ford, we will do our best to put you in the vehicle that you want, that you love, and that is safe for your family.
Your safety is our focus. That's why we are a full-service repair facility.
We'd love to sell you a vehicle of your choosing. If we don't have it, we'll do our best to find it for you. If you're looking for a vehicle with low miles, a great price, and a friendly atmosphere, come visit us here at Helmuth Ford.
We look forward to seeing you soon.
See our full inventory at helmuthford.com.
Keokuk County Medical Clinic is your one-stop shop for healthcare. Our behavioral health providers offer a wide range of services to help you reach your goals. We have multiple family practice providers who see patients of all ages for acute and chronic care. Through a partnership with Bloom Pediatrics of Ottumwa, McKenna Bond, ARNP, is here on Wednesday and Friday mornings to give your child the special care they need. Libby Dasso, PAC, is here for all your rheumatology needs. Jack's Corner Drug is located just down the hall for your convenience.
Enchanted Events, located just south of Sigourney off Highway 149, is the perfect venue to host a wedding, graduation, reunions, and so much more. They can seat up to 500 guests. There's bridal and groom rooms, a large bar, and more. For more inquiries, contact Mel or Chelsea or email enchantedeventsvenue@gmail.com or find more information at enchantedeventsvenue.com. Winter in the Midwest can definitely be unpredictable. Whether it's a frozen or broken water pipe, fire emergency, or a surprise mold, ServPro of Ottumwa, Oskaloosa, and Grinnell Pella has you covered with trained professionals ready 24/7, 365 days a year to make your emergency like it never even happened. Visit servpro.com, Ottumwa, Oskaloosa, or call us at 641-682-0782. Hey, thanks to all of our sponsors for making things possible here on Steve Shetler Media. Our morning wake-up headline sponsor is Brothers Market in Sigourney, and of course, we are broadcasting live from the Oski Dental Studios. Hope you're off to a good start on this Friday, December 20th. Thanks for tuning in on Steve Shetler Media Facebook and YouTube for the live video, and also now in podcast form. Let's go ahead and do some things you need to know. Whoa! Things you need to know. Well, they took the time to figure out again this year how much Kevin's groceries in the movie Home Alone would cost in 2024. Now, back in 1990, he went to the grocery store and bought about $20 worth of stuff. if you go back and watch the movie. Today, Kevin would have spent a total of nearly $60, along with Illinois sales tax. But then, of course, he had his $1 off coupon, you got to remember. So that's a price increase by it's basically tripling in 34 years now. So that would be the cost of what Kevin bought in Home Alone, nearly $60 today. How about the show The Old Man, starring Jeff Bridges? That has been canceled after a couple of seasons on FX. So if you're a fan of that show, it's out of here. How about Yellowstone's season 5 finale? It drew 11.4 million viewers on Sunday night. Those were the numbers there. Paris Hilton talking about possibly entering politics. She says, I can maybe see that happening. I don't know why Paris Hilton would get into politics. Come on, Paris. Maybe she sees the success that a fellow rich person like Donald Trump has had in politics and thinks that she can follow that, but it takes more than being rich, Paris. It takes some brain power. So, moving right along, Arnold, I'll be back. Arnold Schwarzenegger has been spending his holiday season filming a new movie called The Man with the Bag. And in it, he is Santa, who turns to his naughty list to find a former thief to help him find his magic bag, his stolen magic bag, as he needs to get his magic back. It's Arnold's first movie in 5 years, and he's back as Santa. Probably be coming out next year, I would guess. How about the astronauts Butch Wilmore and Suni Williams? They flew to the International Space Station last June for a 1-week mission. They were supposed to come back to Earth next month. That's been delayed again. Possibly till June. They weren't supposed to be up there that long. But, boy, Merry Christmas to the astronauts in space. Lost in space. 84-year-old Nancy Pelosi is back home. She fell, and I've fallen, and I can't get up. She's back home after falling and having emergency hip surgery in Europe. Oh, Nancy. How about this? The world's largest hornet, an invasive breed dubbed the murder hornet for its dangerous sting and ability to slaughter a honeybee hive in a matter of hours. It has been declared, I declare, it has been eradicated in the U.S. 5 years after being spotted for the first time in the state of Washington. So, murder hornets. That was all the rage here a few years ago. That was the latest thing that we were supposed to be scared of, but you don't need to be scared no mo. How about this? The Mega Millions jackpot tonight, clocking in at $825 million. Just so you know. It's getting to that point where I might have to buy me a ticket. I only buy a ticket when it's a ridiculous amount. I don't bother when it's only, like $20 million or $100 million. I have to wait till it's like big money before I waste my money on a ticket. So might have to do that today. Pope Francis sharing that, I can't talk. He is now sharing that back in 2021, during his visit to Iraq, there were 2 attempts on his life that were thwarted and evidently not made public. One was a suicide bomber, and another was a van filled with explosives. British intelligence alerted the Vatican military police to those 2 threats back in 2021. Crazy. And then finally, in things you need to know today, the Kansas City Chiefs locker room is merry and bright this holiday season thanks to Patrick Mahomes, as he thanked his offensive line, as he should, by showering them with gifts worth thousands of dollars, all set up in red coolers in front of their lockers. You got to make sure those big guys in front of you are happy when you're playing football. They're the ones that protect you. So when you're making millions and millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars, you got to spend a few thousand to kiss up to your lineman a little bit. Let's go to the impossible. Today's impossible question. Today's impossible question. Only 7% of people say they've actually done this over the Christmas holiday. What are we talking about? Now, I know we were talking about caroling earlier. That is not the answer that I'm looking for. Again, today's impossible question, only 7% of people say that they've actually done this over the Christmas holiday. What are we talking about? Let's go to the comments of my Facebook Live video. We got Bubby, the birthday boy, Bubby. We got Dan, we got Sandy, we got Laura Lee, we got Patrick, we've got Sherry, we've got my studio sponsor, Oski Dental, watching. We've got Anthony Schilling, my number one stalker, follower. Tamara, Dixie, Pat, Jan, Jackie, Nancy, Sherry Carson, Vicky. Hey, good morning, everybody. Thanks for tuning in on this Friday. Our impossible question today, only 7% of us say that they've actually done this over the Christmas holiday. What are we talking about? Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Roasted chestnuts over an open fire. That's what we're talking about. No, I have never roasted a chestnut over an open fire. And evidently not too many people have either. 7%. Okay. Let's go to the weird, shall we?
That is weird.
Those drones on the East Coast are weird. Amid a surge in mysterious drone sightings over New Jersey, retired Navy SEAL Clint Emerson has proposed a chilling theory that the U.S. government could be operating a covert surveillance program. Oh, here's the deal. If it's covert, they aren't doing a very good job of trying to keep it a secret. I mean, everybody is seeing all these drones. Not very covert, if you ask me. I have another, give me just a second. I've got another drone story in here we need to get to. How about this? Residents of a rural town, I'm not sure where this is. Just says a rural town. So picture that in your minds right now. We're left alarmed after reports surfaced of SUV-sized drones. Yeah, those are some big drones, the size of an SUV. Flying at speeds of up to 120 miles per hour, harassing local livestock. According to law enforcement, the drones appeared in multiple locations, creating chaos among herds of cattle and sheep. Witnesses described the drones as massive, fast, and seemingly controlled with precision. Again, this story from the Daily Mail is not saying exactly where this was, just rural. I don't know if it's rural Iowa. I don't know if it's rural Kansas, rural Texas. SUV-sized drones. It's aliens, people. It's aliens. Let's go to the kitty cats. Poopy, where's Poopy at? Poopy's taking a nap behind me. My studio cat, Poopy. Domestic cats, often cherished as beloved pets, may pose a serious public health risk similar to pigs. Now, we've talked about this a little bit recently. So, according to a new study, researchers found that cats could act as what they call, quote, mixing vessels for influenza viruses, including the deadly H5N1 bird flu, facilitating virus mutation and potential human transmission. So cats might be the carriers of the next pandemic. Poopy. My cat Poopy isn't going to give me a disease. You know, you might want to watch out for some crocodiles, though. They can get you. A horrifying incident unfolded in Indonesia when a 13-foot crocodile attacked and killed a 46-year-old woman while she was washing her feet near her coastal village. Locals heard her desperate screams but could only watch in horror as the massive reptile performed the deadly crocodile death roll, dragging her underwater near the beach. About an hour later, the crocodile resurfaced with her lifeless body in its jaws. They later killed the crocodile. crocodile stew was on the menu that night, but they buried the woman. So gotta watch out where you wash your feet in Indonesia. Those crocodiles will get you. Let's go to this. This is kind of weird. That's why we're doing weird news right now. A seemingly ordinary Christmas scene took a spooky twist in a viral TikTok video posted by a user on TikTok. The clip, which has garnered over 20 million views, shows a decorated Christmas tree with 3 elf-like ornaments neatly placed beside it. However, in a second video filmed after dark from a different angle, one of the ornaments appears to come to life, moving across the floor on its own. So, moving elf Christmas ornaments. Check that out on TikTok. Do a search for that and see if you can find it. Creepy. That is your weird news. Let's go to the files of law and disorder. In some disorder, let's see here. A woman, let's go to Dallas. A woman tragically died after falling into an uncovered manhole while crossing a Dallas, Texas intersection back in October. Her body was discovered 3 days later, 9 miles away at the Central Wastewater Treatment Plant. Woo, that's nasty. She fell down a manhole and then washed up in the treatment plant. Authorities investigating the incident as an unexplained death with no suspected foul play. The family, of course, wants big money, $100 million. We'll see how that works out. Shall we do something a little bit on the lighter side? Something to make you smile?
Something that makes you smile.
Something to make you smile, brought to us by our friends at Lifetime Dental Solutions. Dr. Stacy Freeze in Sigourney, Iowa. You can see her for stuff like cleanings, pediatrics, extractions, and more. Lifetime Dental Solutions in Sigourney. They bring us something to make you smile. Let's go to Oscar Mayer, the old Wienermobile. Oscar Mayer is hiring new hot doggers to drive their iconic 27-foot-long Wienermobile across the United States. Is there only one Wienermobile? Or are there multiple? I don't know. The job comes with an annual salary of $35,600. So they're not that great a pay. But they do include full health benefits, 18 days of paid time off, and a $150 weekly meal allowance. I mean, wouldn't you just eat hot dogs all the time for free? Additionally, all hotel stays are fully covered, so applicants must have a bachelor's degree in public relations, journalism, communications, advertising, or marketing, and being bilingual is a plus. So if you want to apply to be the Wienermobile driver, you have until January 31st to get your application in. So drive the Wienermobile. Let's wrap this up with the duh.
Duh.
In the Royal Caribbean cruise passenger died, Merry Christmas, just an hour after being detained for allegedly assaulting crew members aboard the Navigator of the Seas. According to reports, the 35-year-old man became aggressive, attempting to kick down a cabin door and threatening passengers. Other people say he was chasing fellow cruisers down a hallway. Security had to get involved. They detained him, and they are saying that the man passed away shortly after being detained, though the cause of death remains undisclosed. So, yeah. Bad news at sea. He gets the duh.
Duh.
Yeah.
Duh. Duh. Duh.
Duh. One last look at our forecast for today as we head into this weekend. Mostly cloudy today, blustery, chilly. Temps only in the 20s, winds gusting up to about 35 miles per hour. By the way, if you're looking ahead to Christmas Day, if you want to take a peek, Christmas Eve, Tuesday night, will be cloudy and 29. Christmas Day, cloudy and 41. So definitely not a white Christmas in store for us here in southeast Iowa. Hey, just a reminder, once again, coming up later on today, 11:30 to noon, we will have the Iowa Music Showcase live from Barnwire today with Luke Thomas. Coming up tonight, we will have live basketball for you, Pekin taking on Hillcrest Academy. That starts shortly before 6 o'clock. Tomorrow morning, an overloaded show of the sports section live at Barnwired with high school sports. So make sure you tune in for all that stuff. We do thank Brothers Market for being our headline sponsor here on Steve Shetler Media's The Morning Wake Up. And of course, we broadcast live every morning from the Oski Dental Studios. Video-wise, coming up today here on Steve Shetler Media, it's always a little quieter on Fridays. We've got every weekday in remembrance of at 8 a.m., 11:30, the music showcase. Coming up at 5:30, we've got Successful Farming for videos on Steve Shetler Media, Facebook and YouTube. And we've got Pekin Basketball coming up this evening as well. Again, just a reminder, if you want to listen to this again, I will be putting this up in podcast form now. It depends on where you listen to your podcast. I know for sure that we're up on Spotify. And then we're kind of awaiting approval from other podcast outlets. But going into podcast form on some of these videos, we're using the audio and putting it up in podcasts. So kind of a new thing, new extension of Steve Shetler Media. So anyway, appreciate you guys watching. Again, Bubby, have a great birthday today. My mom, have a great birthday tomorrow. Andy McGuire, have a great birthday on Sunday. So appreciate you all. Appreciate all of our sponsors. And we'll talk to you guys again on this show on Monday at 7 a.m. Have a great weekend.